What's going on, guys? It's Stubbs here. Welcome back to another video. We're back on some Need for Speed 2015, and in today's video we're going to replicate Go Hosho's NSX from Initial D. If you guys have never seen Initial D before, I'll basically just show you a picture up on the screen on what it sort of looks like, and I want to replicate it because I love the NSX. First of all, it's like one of my top 10 favorite cars ever made. And since we have it in the game here, I thought that we could try and go ahead and see if we can replicate it and actually enter it in a Toge event and see if we can win. Well, we're most likely gonna win because this game is kind of easy. Look how small it looks. Why does it look so small compared to everything else? Anyway, let's just select the car, and we're gonna try our best to replicate that NSX from Initial D. Hopefully, all of the parts, if not most of them, will be in this game. Yeah, let's give it a go. Let's just take a look at the NSX real quick here and see what else we can change. I mean, we can change a bunch of stuff. What can we do? I know that we can do some crazy shit with the body kit. Rocket Bunny kit looks absolutely insane, first of all. And then we have the Kakimoto racing kit with oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Well, I'm not gonna add anything like that on. And I love when the game freezes. It's my favorite part when this game freezes up as I'm making a video. Please stop. But yeah, we are basically going to replicate the car, so we're not going to really do anything crazy to this thing. I guess I'll add some tint. We'll start off with that. First of all, hood, and this is the one we're going to go for. Alright, then for the front bumper, let's go ahead. Should I add that, or should I not? Should I add the advanced kit? I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I guess we could just try to add that on. See if I can change now the counters on the side, which we're going to be adding these. Alright, something like that. Splitter. Let me see here. What can we add for the splitter? Something nice and small. The advanced one actually does look kind of good on the NSX, so we're gonna add that. The arches, don't really want to bring them out at all. They look fine the way they are. Side skirts, no. Rear wheels, we're gonna get to the wheels in a second. The exhaust, the rear bumper. Let's go ahead and mess around with the rear bumper. What can we do here? Nothing really. Trunk lid? Yes, we're gonna have the advanced one again, because I think the NSX in this series has the same sort of thing. What do I want to do here? Diffuser? Yes, actually, I do want to add this advanced diffuser, which is basically makes the back bumper just a little bit bigger, and I kind of like that. So we're gonna add that on. Alright, for the exhaust, I can't really tell, to be honest, exactly what exhaust the NSX has in the series, but I guess we'll go with something like the advanced exhaust. I still want them to be pointed upwards. Obviously we're not gonna go for crazy ass pipes like that, but I still sort of want to get them to be pointed upwards. So very similar to the stock exhaust, but I guess these one looks a little bit better. On the NSX, so I think I'm down with that. Rear bumper, we can't really add the one that's in the actual series, so I guess we're gonna leave it stock. I don't really want to add this advanced bumper because it doesn't really do anything to it. It just sort of adds like a few patches, and that's pretty much it. Basically, the one in the series has like you know, slits in the back bumper where, like, you know, for ventilation and stuff like that. So I'll leave that the way it is. Now for the wing, we definitely have the wing that we're going to be adding on, which is the advanced wing. That will, for some reason, go through the Honda stock wing, and just, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. I'll take it. Now for the wheels are kind of interesting here. See if I can find some that I can actually do the same sort of design. Something like this. Like, I want the outer rim obviously to be silver, and then the inner part to be gold. So this is something that was going to be kind of interesting to go for. These are quite similar. I guess something that have like something like this, except with less dish, pretty much. These look like they're dead on. So if I go into the main paint and let's say, oh yes, please, there we go. Alright, so we pretty much have to paint these gold right now. So let's bring that there. Bring this down a little bit. Maybe a little bit more towards yellow instead of thing. Metallic part down. Smoothness, something like that. It's a little bit darker. Oops. Saturation down. So something similar to that, I think, looks quite similar to the ones in the film. Maybe a little bit darker, or a little bit more color. Let's see here. So yeah, something like that, I guess, would be perfect. So let's add that on. Nice. They actually look very, very good. So now, after this, apply to all rims. And now, if we go back, that should be almost perfect right now. We should have pretty much almost the exact same car as the one in the series. Of course, we don't have the exact same front bumper, which basically has like little spotlights in that little slit right underneath the indicators. And then of course it has a reg at the front, which this one doesn't. But we're very, 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 very close to the car itself. So we're gonna be painting this whole thing red, and then we're gonna give this a black roof, and I think we should be done with that. So let's go to the actually, let's just go and mess with the stance real quick before we do anything else. Now, we don't want to lower this all the way, or maybe we do, because I didn't think it was gonna go this low. Track width on the front and the rear, I think it's fine the way it is. Bring it out just a little bit, because then we can add a little bit of camber as well, and we can just tuck the wheels in just a little bit there, and just bring that out one more. And there we go. That should be quite nice. So again, we're going to be taking this on the toge, so we're basically going to be pretty much seeing how this thing slides, as well as handles. So that's fine with that. Now for the wrap, what's the one that's already made? All the Rocky Bunny stuff? Nah, that's alright. Now if we go into edit, paint and wrap, go into paint. This one's gonna be somewhat of a red, even more of like a wine color. So if I bring this down, get it to be a little bit darker. So something like that. Smoothness is fine. Metallic. That's a bit too much now. It's almost turning to chrome. So something like that. Maybe even a little bit darker. Or maybe that's fine the way it was. Just bring the saturation down a little bit. So something like that, I think, is quite good. Now for the decals, we go to the top. Add the big ass square, and bring it over to the roof. It's gonna be interesting now, because we're gonna have to try paint the doors as well. So the roof is painted black, so I guess we'll change that color. Bring that all the way to black. Okay, now if we go to the side and do that again, can I paint? Yes, I can. That's interesting. Alright, and with that, that should be it. That is our design finish right now. It took a little bit of a while because I tried to sort of get my way around the mirror, because when I put any sort of design on this side and I tried to put it on top where like the window is, it'll basically get put on the mirror as well for some reason, which I'm not entirely sure why, but it'll sort of like clip onto the mirror. As you can see, even now, it's not perfect. So if I go ahead and, whoops, I didn't want to do that. If I go ahead and go back to this, if I move it slightly, there we go. That should be fine. It still wasn't on like completely perfect, but I think now it should be quite good. Even here, it's a little bit wonky. So do that. And now that should be our roof, completely black. Our car looking well, looks very, very similar to the one in the film. Now, pretty much what we have to do is, yes, I would like to save changes in new save. Now, we're pretty much going to end up tuning this, modifying it, see how well we can get this thing to run. I mean, we're going to get this to be pretty fast. I'll say around 600 horsepower easily. I'm going to keep it NA again. I'm not going to turbocharge it because I love the NSX and the NSX sound, and I don't want it to be ruined by the sound of a turbocharger. So I want to keep the NA sound on this thing. That's going to be kind of cool. And again, we're going to be tuning this for toge, so I guess it should be really good for drifting and also racing. So bring pretty much everything up to as much horsepower as you can pretty much squeeze out of this thing, I guess. And with that, 555 brake horsepower is apparently as high as we can go right now with the NSX without turbocharging it. That is good. I'm perfectly happy with that. That I think is more than enough. Now we're gonna end up putting I think I'm gonna put S tires on this again, S drift tires, like so. Brakes, of course, gonna upgrade pretty much everything else here, like so. Sway bars, and that is pretty much it. Now, go into the handling tuning. We're gonna bring this down towards drift a little bit more, obviously, because we're gonna actually take this thing out sliding. So that is our NSX replica from the series. So guys, this is our NSX replica from Initial D. I think it turned out quite well. There's very, very little differences between the one that's actually in the series and the one that's actually in the game, but I'm actually quite excited to see what this thing is like. It also looks fucking fantastic. I love the way this looks. Even the one that I have one in Gran Turismo 6, I think, and it looks almost the exact same as this because it's a perfect combination of colors. It just looks very, very good. And I think I have one of these as well in Forza 5, which again, it's like red with the roof black and stuff like that. And it just looks really, really good. So let's go ahead and finally jump out and actually drive this thing, see what it's like, and obviously enter it into the Toge event and see how well it does there. Also, I'm gonna love the headlights on this thing because I know they're flip up headlights, but they only come in like, they only come up like a little bit. They don't like fully flip up, and I absolutely love that about the NSX. I love those like just basically half lifted up headlights. They just look fucking beautiful. I think they're oh my god, that looks so good. Oh my god, look at that. That's a beautiful car. And the sound. Alright, let's get this started. Okay, I'm ready for this. Come on. I want to see how well this NSX is gonna do in this Toge event. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be faster than everything else. Come on, guys. Move up. With our little bit of NOS, that's obviously going to help us out. Alright. Okay, okay. So far that was a pretty slow corner. Okay. Well, this is very easy to get sideways. It's not that bad to control either. I think we just need to find a little bit of a better, like, middle ground for all this, for the performance of this thing. It's okay for sliding, but it's trying to be... Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's trying to be a good race car as well, so... Again... We need to find like a middle ground between being a race car and being a good drift car, which is sort of difficult. But I also think this might need a little bit more horsepower to be able to slide around this. Yeah, it needs a little bit more horsepower to be able to slide around this this area. I'm just trying to sort of initiate it, see what it's like. There we go. Actually, once we get a bit of speed, it is not bad. I'm not even first right now. Let's just pass the focus real quick. E30 is just killing me right now. What are you doing, dude? Alright, we gotta get ahead. You gotta get ahead if you want to win this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. $90K, come on. Let's pass these steals in the turn. Move Challenger. This is a very good car for transitioning. That is it. That is the end. Well, we ended up winning. That's a good thing. Like I said, we sort of need to mess around with the handling of this a little bit more, but right now, just by adding sort of like the base handling tune, which is pretty much just the slider, I guess it's not too bad at all. But yeah, this is our little replica build of the NSX from Initial D. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you obviously leave a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, of course, dislike the video. But yeah, tell me in the comments down below, what else would you guys like me to try and replicate or even build in this game? Just pretty much anything. Just tell me down in the comments below. And that'll be it. Thank you guys again for watching today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.